What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great start to their week. If not, it is Taco Tuesday. What would make you feel any better than getting some tacos? Oh, I know. Hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we drop a new video. And of course, when you buy your tacos, you'll go over to the channel and check out the channel. We're dropping 2 Minecraft videos, 2 anime videos, and currently working on Harry Potter Lego Year 3. But today we're going to be continuing our journey on One Piece Pirate Warrior 4. Alright, so we finished up, I guess, Big Mama's arc is the best way. We crashed the wedding, we escaped, and now that we have Sanji, we're heading back to the land of Wano. We're heading to the land of Wano, because we left from Doflamingo's Island, De La Rosa, and went to the elephant, then went here. Now we're going to Wano. She's going after the cake. That was a diversion. This is where Jinbei leaves us because of the Sun Pirate showing up, and he can't leave his old pirates behind. Luffy tells him not to die, basically, and tells him to come to the land of Wano. Even if you die, don't die. Ridiculous. That's something Luffy would definitely say. Yeah, 1.5 billion berries. You know, originally, Luffy thought it actually downgraded because he couldn't count the zeros. Yeah, stay out of my way, Kaido. Lin. Yeah, this is the 4 that went along with Law and the Samurais. Yeah, we finally make it to the land of Wano. Naturally, the first person we're going to meet up with is our trusty friend, Zoro. We all got separated due to the current. That voice. Zoro was actually a lot more excited to see us in the anime. Now, if you've not watched it up to this point, I'm sorry. There'll probably be some spoilers. I wonder how accurate the land of Wano is going to be to the anime, considering when this came out and considering where the anime's at currently. We're still in the land of Wano, so I imagine it's going to be like One Piece Pirate Warrior 3, where this is going to have an alternate ending. So that's one of the other generation, worst generation people. He works for Kaido, along with Drake. Kid is captured, Law's on our side and hiding. So there's quite a bit here. So far, this is accurate to the anime. We do get there, but we don't come across Zoro right away. We actually get found by this little girl who takes us back, and Luffy starts learning about how stuff is poisoned and this, that, and the other. She catches a fever, and he takes her into town riding this yellow dog, or near village. Comes across Zoro. So when the pirates get there, they're supposed to keep a low profile, and they all do but Zoro, naturally. And he becomes a wanted man. And we do stumble across this guy. There's Drake and that person. Oh, and that's the guy that tormented everybody on the elephant. Jack? Yeah. And then there's Kaido. So a lot transpires in between that encounter. And that's not how we are introduced to Kaido at all in the anime. So this is already alternating a little bit. Nice. I like this, where this is going already. There's a lot more backstory to this that we're not obviously going to get. If you've not seen the anime, I'm not going to spoil it. This is obviously already took a turn from the anime, so I'm not going to talk any more about the anime, just in case you're like me and you're not caught up all the way. I don't want to spoil it to this point. So the game was accurate to where we got to the island and where we found Zoro. It kind of left out a little bit there, and we did encounter that guy and fought him. But we actually go into the town, we stir up trouble. There's a lot that goes on that transpires a lot different. So, as of right now, Luffy does get captured by Kaido. I will say that, and gets took to a prison. But I'm going to leave it at that unless we go further into that. See, this news actually doesn't make it to them at all. That is, as of right now, that is not true. That none of this, yeah, this is completely altered. I'm not going to correct any of the facts. We're just going to enjoy whatever they created. That's what I've decided. So with the Cake arc, or Big Mama's arc, that was split up into 3. Everything else has been pretty much 1, except I think the other one there was 2. I think that may be the Panama War that I did 2 parts on. Yeah, none of these people are actually there. Like I said, I'm not going to correct any of it. I'm just going to leave it be. This is like a grand finale battle. Now, I imagine something like this will transpire for the final war, for the One Piece, for him to become king of the pirates. I do believe that something's going to happen, because Luffy has made tons of allies, and there's going to be an all-out war for sure. But Luffy's been captured, so we're going to have to play as someone else. We're going to go with Zoro. Now, something else I haven't really touched on a lot in these videos is that you still level up with coins, but they have maps now that you use certain coins versus just leveling up the bar with coins. You actually have a map that you can work on different stuff, so that's a pretty nice touch. So, they've all met up. Luffy's been captured. This is true. Hey, it's Smoker! Whoa, nice. Yeah, 2 emperors about to clash. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Nah, that's true. So we're going to pit the 2 emperors against one another. That's how we're going to play this one out? Oh, they made it. I'm surprised Zoro actually remembers who they are. Yeah, this is nice. That's right, Chopper doesn't know. This dude's a fanboy. If you don't know this from DeRosa or whatever, he is a huge fanboy. DeRosa? Am I saying that right? He actually has a really cool devil fruit. That dude's twisted. Nice. I love his hair too. Oh yes. Oh right, the samurais too. So if you checked out my One Piece Pirate Warrior 3, then you know I explain every video, and I've done it through this series as well. If you've not checked out the full series, I highly recommend it, because this game, what I like about this more than I do 3, is that it covered specific arcs in great detail versus trying to cover every little level. So that's really nice. Of course, the graphics are better, and I like the fighting style a little bit better. What I mean by that, if you look to the right of the screen, you'll see flashing yellow bars. These are the different techniques that I can equip at this point, and there's several different ones, and they recharge. I can use one, and while it's recharging, I can use another, versus having a solid yellow bar that I had to worry about. And I also don't have to worry about the Sudoku thing that we used to have to do on One Piece Pirate Warrior 3 with challenges and stuff like that. It's just solely fighting. The blue bar is my health. One of my things can cause me to go into a power-up, and I can still use my moves. I don't really have a final. I don't have friendship I have to build up to have a team attack. The map, as you can see, the red bar has a shield, which means where I'm at, I cannot take it over and conquer it. And then when we get into an actual decent fight with someone, I'll explain their red bar. It's a little bit different, and it's really cool. It's nice. I like the upgrade. I like how they upgraded. One thing I will say about the One Piece Pirate Warrior games, I know they're completely different, but I've been working on a Naruto series as well, Ultimate Ninja Storm. We finished 1, we're working on Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, and I can honestly say 2 picked up where Naruto left off and Shippuden started, and it looks like 3 picks up where 2 leaves off, and 4 picks up where 3 leaves off, which is really nice because you can cover the whole anime and not have to worry about leaving anything out. So far the Naruto series has been really close to the anime story-wise. There's no gaps, no holes. You haven't had to watch it to understand what's going on. Even in this, it covers arcs in great detail, but at the same time, there's a lot in between the arcs it doesn't cover. So with that being said, there's some pitfalls. I know One Piece Pirate Warrior 2 was, I didn't play it, but from what I read, it was completely, took a different direction. It didn't follow the anime really at all. And I didn't really even research 1. I couldn't find 1 or 2 to play on the computer from Steam, so haven't really looked into them. Now, it's something I'd be willing to test out and review. I don't know that I play them all the way through. It just depends on whether it meets my fancy. I pretty much play any games, if you know me, or the channel. I play, you know, whatever meets my fancy, I guess. Whatever I get into. There's some games that I start that I really wanted to play that just really didn't do it for me, and so you know, I don't play a game I don't like to play, but I will give a review on it, pros and cons, and maybe it's for you, maybe it's not, maybe it just wasn't for me. So I definitely will have some different game reviews, because there's some games that I've stumbled across that I've started messing with, but I don't think they're going to be for me, so I think I'm going to end up doing a review on them and just giving my input on them. So that's definitely something that's pretty cool that I would definitely like to try out. So keep that in mind, that's coming as well. I'm also working on some other stuff that I'm really excited about. I mean, really excited about. But that's going to be coming first of the year. At some point, I'm working on finishing up some things so I can start working on some completely new content. And like like I've talked about before, the channel is always growing, and growing as I grow, for tons of reasons. The channel's gone from when I started out a complete Minecraft channel, which when I started this out, the original overall channel that I wanted was just sharing the games that I enjoy, the gameplay that I enjoy. But when I started out with Minecraft, and I love Minecraft, still love Minecraft. Minecraft's always been part of the channel. But then I started recording and playing other games that I like to play and start turning them into series as well. And I've started taking on new challenges. Like, I'm a big Final Fantasy person, but I've dabbled in all of them a little bit, but I've never beat them all the way through except 15. And I did that before I had the channel. So we've started from 1, and we're working our way all the way back to 15, and we're going to beat everyone all the way through. All the way through. And I mean all the way to the final boss. I don't mean every achievement. I am working out everyone doing every achievement. That's my game style. I definitely love, I'm an achievement hunter, for sure. I love achievement. There's a lot of names for it. I just think achievement hunter is probably the best one. I've been called much, much worse when it comes to achievements. And as far as a gamer, I've been called a lot of things. And that's just because I'm the type of person that I'll play any game. I'll give it a chance. And I'll grind it all the way through as long as it piques my interest enough. There's some games I absolutely do not like within the first 10 minutes, not interested in it. But it is what it is. So, with that being said, I hope the channel continues to grow. There's different things that I've come across that have been made aware of and people have sent to me to try out, and some of them are old and throwbacks, which I'm really excited to do because it's just nostalgic from stuff I did as a child, or where my gaming started that I at the time didn't quite understand. I wasn't as advanced as a gamer, I guess, so I'm really looking forward to maybe going back and messing with some of those. I've had other things run by me that really have piqued my interest that I'm hopefully going to be working on. Maybe some stuff with some other people, maybe not. I don't know if it's going to pan out, but there's things that I hope to come to the channel. At the end of the day, I just want the channel to be what I envisioned it, but what I've realized is what I envisioned 3 years ago when I started this. I think this February will make 3 years. Yeah. So we're almost to our 3-year mark for the channel, and I realized my vision changes. Just like everything else in life, your original goal when you set out to do something, things happen. You come across new things, you hit obstacles, and your vision ends up changing from time to time. And I mean, it's just life. So is the original vision still the same? The core of it is, I want the channel to still be what I enjoy. I want to share my gaming experience that I enjoy with the world, and that's just what I want to do. And I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy anime games. I enjoy Minecraft. I enjoy Lego games. I love building Legos. I've built several different things. I've got this nice Pikachu. I also found a Charmander that's about the same size. I found it at Target. Haven't picked it up yet. I just seen it. That's where I got my Pikachu. And there's also an Eevee there, but I didn't pick up the Eevee at the time. And I love Legos, and I love the idea of Harry Potter and the Avengers and just stuff like that. That's really cool. I'm really interested in doing that, as well as like Final Fantasy and stuff. Really enjoy that. Hey Jack, you big elephant. Okay, so we finally hit a guy. You see he's got 4 shields. So as you wear that gray bar down, once you wear it down, it takes a shield away, and you can deal more damage as it builds back. Once it builds back up, you have to take another one down. And once you take all the shields away, it does like a shield break, which is fine because you don't have to get them all down to deal damage. I've noticed that when I do fight Logio type stuff, like if I was to fight Smoker, you have to get that shield down to really do any type of damage, and it's such a pain. We got Jack to retreat. Oh, we're ringing the bell. Oh, excuse me. We got to discover his location. I didn't mean to go off on such a tangent, but I'm just talking about the channel and where I hope it goes. I haven't touched on it in a while. I just keep saying new stuff's coming. I just want to really put some emphasis on it. Emphasize? Yeah, something. I'll go with that. Oh, yeah. Eat that. Now, so far, I like the way this is playing out. I really do. To create an ending, they created an ending what I believe would be One Piece. I don't think that's going to happen in the land of Wano, but where the fleet comes and all his allies comes, I was touching on that before. I really think that's how, and that's how other people that follow One Piece, there's several people in the community that speculate the same thing. Now, you know, everything's been leading up to Blackbeard, I believe. But we also have Shanks, and there's a lot of theories about Shanks and his dad being a celestial dragon, this, that, and the other, and that he will have to defend them, and that Luffy's going to have to defeat him, but the final foe is probably going to be Blackbeard. I mean, you think about it, right? So there's Whitebeard, who passed away. Blackbeard took his power and became the emperor and took his territory over, right? And Blackbeard's who got Ace captured and killed. Blackbeard is also looking for the One Piece. He has D in his name, which we all know the world government does not like, which Luffy and Law have. And apparently, the will of D. I really don't know exactly what it is yet, but with that being said, everything seems to be coming to an head. And, you know, we've already tackled Big Mama. We didn't absolutely defeat her, but she is on the land of Wano. And we have been building up to taking down Kaido. And now they're both here in the anime. So after that, that leaves Shanks and Blackbeard. I mean, who's more stronger than the four emperors? I mean, the world government even fears them. They didn't want to. I mean, look at the war with to save Ace between Whitebeard and the government. All the casualties, everything that transpired. So, you know, with that being said, I do believe the final battle will be with Blackbeard. I'm not sure where Shanks plays into it. I don't know if it's all going to happen at once. I can't imagine that Luffy would fight Shanks under normal circumstance like that. And I don't know that Shanks wants to fight Luffy under them types of circumstance because their relationship, it's hard for me to see. People speculate it, and I'm not denying it. But I think it's going to boil down to Blackbeard and unrevealing everything. I think Shanks is going to have to take part to try to stop Luffy. But I don't know if he can truly fight Luffy 100% open-wheeled. And I don't know that Luffy would be able to fight him either. I really, honestly think that Shanks is going to end up having to fight Zoro personally. You think about Shanks and Mihawk having a battle and how Mihawk didn't want to fight him after he lost his arm, but was wanting to challenge him before he lost his arm when he saved Luffy. So he's still considered, you know, like number one, number two were between Mihawk and him. Apparently, that's who Mihawk really wanted to challenge. So with that being said, I mean Zoro trained under Mihawk to become better for his captain in a 2-year gap. So, you know, Zoro's dream is to reach to be the greatest swordman. So I think that's all going to play out. That's just what I have hypothesized, but we all know that the creator of One Piece has released that One Piece is finally starting. So, you know, that comment was made. There's a lot of speculation about what that means. So, you know, this is it. And, you know, all great things have to come to an end, and it's hard for me to say. You know, Naruto Shippuden, and then Boruto come out, and I was excited for Boruto. And now I got 90 episodes into that, and it was absolute garbage. There were some really good points to it, but it was absolute. I'm not a fan of it. I'm going to try to get back into it because I've seen clips, so it looks like it's starting to build to something halfway decent. Bleach was fantastic. I wasn't a fan of the way Bleach ended. After Aizen, we start slowly gaining our power back here and there, I think. With that being said, and then we fight the guy with the same Zanpakuto, and then our spiritual pressures revived, and we're able to defeat him, and that's how it ends. But it's back, apparently. Bleach is back with a new arc, and so that is interesting. And I've seen some people talk about it and how the quality of it's fantastic, but I don't think there's no continuation of One Piece. Like, when One Piece ends, I don't think there's an opening for One Piece to come back. It is solely around the Straw Hat Pirates, and once he becomes King of the Pirate, there's nothing else. It's no different than Gold Roger turning himself in and saying he left everything in one place. You're not going to start a whole new pirate area, even if he leaves it at the last island like Gold Roger, but, you know, whatever. because that's what this whole generation's been about. I don't think there's gonna. I just don't think there's gonna be another character that's gonna take a new crew from the West Blue, the East Blue, North Blue, South Blue, tackle the Grand Line, and collect the people that Luffy's collected to the caliber. It would be too much deja vu and too much redundance. Just when One Piece in, it ends. It's one of the big three, and it's a sad day coming. I'm a huge fan of it, and I dread the day that it comes. But at the same time, it is coming, and I look forward to it, and I dread it at the same time. But it is what it is. There's plenty of animes that I've watched that have been too short in my opinion, but they have been fantastic. And that's, to me, a great anime is knowing where to stop it, where to have the way it should end, not have a ton of fillers and then have a half-ass ending. That's just my opinion. That's what Bleach made me feel like a little bit. But I'm a big fan of Bleach. I don't really have nothing bad about Bleach. I don't have really nothing bad about Naruto. So it is what it is. And that's all I'm going to touch on as far as that goes. I got other anime games I've been working on, some that I've enjoyed, some that have been casual, some that I haven't enjoyed. Up to this, when I first started playing anime games, when I was in the anime, I remember one of the first ones that I actually tried to play was a Full Metal Alchemist one. And it wasn't necessarily bad, but back then I think that was on PS2. It tried to follow the anime to a T, but the fighting mechanics, it was blocking and choppy. But for its time, it wasn't bad. But the newer ones that are coming out are nice. Some of them are simple and simplistic, some of them are not. But they are much better than the first of their generation, it's how you grow. It's all about figuring out what you're doing. So, I look forward to what's coming out and what's being done with the new anime games. There's several series that I want to do and try out. We've already done like My Hero Academia, One's Justice. I know 2 Justice is out. Something that I want to play and do a series on because I did the first one. I want to see if it starts from the beginning or if it picks up from where it leaves off. I think that's the key. I think that's something that Naruto's game series really touched on. And I think it's a really good idea as far as the anime, because you can release, as more manga, more anime comes out of the series, you can release a second game that touches and is able to stay true in detail to the anime, and you can get a good game out of it, and people are going to buy it to play the next story. Versus playing from the very beginning of a particular thing. Oh, Aokaiji's here too. I've been rambling so much that I haven't really been paying attention. I've just been going through the motions fighting. I wonder what he's after. Yeah. Hey, there's Kid. Yeah, he did. Stuffing's an interesting term. Now they're fighting. They've both been defeated by Kaido, both imprisoned by Kaido, and they're arguing about who's going to beat Kaido. Nice. Yeah, they are. That's true. Whoa, hey Jack, calm down. Oh, now your health went down so much easier with Zoro. Ridiculous. There's Jack, Queen, and King. We haven't seen King or Queen yet. Don't know that we're going to. Sit down. He's a mammoth. I know Queen is a dinosaur. Kaido's a dragon. I know King can fly, so I don't know if he's a dinosaur or if he's mythological. I don't really remember. I'm going down, Jack. Yeah, bye, guy.
このままでは拉致が開かん。闇雲に攻撃するのではなく、俺たちの技を同時にぶつけて。
Nope, that's not how that works. There's no point in talking to him, dude. They're hard-headed. Nice. Oh, they actually do it though. Nice. Sorry, Jack. They're gonna argue who knocked him out. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, time to separate. What's up, Drake? He's actually undercover for the Marines, though. Something I found out. Ah, he's stopping them. Nice. He's got to go help Big Mama. I think that's what Akalji wanted to talk to him about. Yeah, because Kaido said he would kill Linlin if he came to the island. This is going to be interesting how this plays out. This is definitely just part 1. I don't know if there'll be a part 2 and part 3, but I do know there's going to be a second part. So check back next week. It may be the finale. It may not be.